how to buy distressed property. In other words, in the 2020 economic meltdown, how to buy distressed property. So in this video, I'm going to talk about what is a distressed property, how to find them, how to fund them, right? And a couple of bonuses if you stick to the very end, okay? I'm going to give you worth $300, okay? So first of all, I want to define what is a distressed property. A distressed property is really not the real estate. It's basically the owner of the property. It could be residential, it could be commercial, doesn't matter. So when in the industry they refer to distressed property, what they're talking about is a motivated seller that must sell. Now they must sell because of two reasonings, okay? Let me see, thank you. All right, let me know if you guys can hear me now. Let me know if you guys can hear me now. All right, 1 second. Thank you. All right, guys, what about now? Can you guys hear me? All right, I think they can't hear me. All right, awesome. So going back to the story, we're talking about distressed property. And what is a distressed property? Is a seller that must sell their property because they're financially in a hard situation, or they are in a emotional hard situation, like going to a divorce, death in the family. And in 2020, there's still a lot of motivated sellers out there because of what's happening with Big Brother shutting down businesses. There's millions and millions of people that can't afford to make their monthly payments. That's why we have the forbearance programs going on, and their time's about to be up. Okay, so in my prediction, in the next 6 months to 18 months, we're going to see massive reduction in prices of real estate, assuming that they're going to open back the foreclosure process. Because if they don't open up the foreclosure process, then the excessive inventory is not going to hit the market. So now that we know what a distressed property is, I'm going to share with you where to find these properties, and then I'm going to share with you how to fund these properties so a bank loan is not required, or a large sum of money is not required, or credit. One of the most important part about finding distressed property is marketing. Marketing. If you don't have a marketing system in place, then you're not going to find motivated sellers because they don't know that you exist. And so what the marketing does, it finds the motivated sellers and says, look, I can help you with your property. I can help you buying your property. And so if you're interested in marketing, I'll let you download my 39 ways of finding motivated sellers totally for free. Just leave a comment and I'll give you the promo code. You can go to our website and download it for free. So in the last crash, I used 39 different ways to find motivated sellers for free, or almost for free. Some of them will require this much money, some will require no money. Either way, if you put no money in, you got to put sweat equity in. If you don't want to put the sweat equity in, you got to put the money in. That's the simple of it. However, if you don't do marketing, you're not going to find any motivated sellers. Why? Because they don't know you exist. Now, what is the benefit of finding motivated sellers? Okay, that's very crucial. People ask me all the time, is that being able to get houses at a deep discount. Because people say, well, why is there a deep discount? Well, because there's not that much competition. When I'm marketing for a motivated seller, I'm going off-roading, and not everyone knows what that path is to that seller. Versus if I buy out of the auction, versus if I buy at an REO, bank-owned properties, versus if I buy it on the MLS. That's why there's so much value in off-market property, because there's not competition to it, okay? Now, that's why wholesalers find off-market properties, and then they bring it, and then they give it out to cash buyers or landlords or what have you. So understanding that marketing is the driving factor, and if you want my marketing, just leave a comment. I'll give you the link. You can download it. I'd sell it for $300. You can have it for free, guys. In that, we also give you your marketing assets, like where to put your ads and the copyrights to do it, so you can get yourself a deal. Because 2020, in my opinion, is the best time to be a real estate investor. So I just want to help you guys be your dreams, and gals. Okay. Now, but some of the stuff that I like to do, guys, if you can't hear the sounds, I'll upload a video on YouTube once I get off of this. Sorry about that. Okay. But thanks for watching anyways. That's what happens when I freestyle and we go live. So if you want to follow me, go to Facebook, My Real Estate Dojo. Actually, go to mrnofluff.com. You can join our Facebook group for free, and I'm there right now, live. Okay. Anyways, going back to the story, finding the motivated seller is the most important part. That's why I'm giving you the ads. The benefit is that to buy houses at a deep discount because there's not competition there. The other benefits are not using my credit, not having to go to a bank, negotiating a non-recourse loan, and basically whatever I can imagine, because I get to control the closing costs. I can control if I want to close at a title company or at the attorney's office or at a kitchen table myself. So I'm in full control. Now, people always ask me, well, Mike, you keep saying, how does the funding work? Mike, how does the funding work? How does the funding work? And it's pretty simple. If I meet a motivated seller, the very first thing I got to do is advertise. Once they come in, then I got to filter them I'm only talking to the most motivated sellers. I don't want to talk to everyone. And with the motivated sellers, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them an offer. I'm going to give them an offer with the cash, which is deep discount, okay, at a deep discount. And at the same time, I'm going to give them what's called a term offer, which is a higher price, but the seller becomes my private bank. It doesn't matter if they have a mortgage or if they don't have a mortgage, because they can still capitalize on this program that I have, that I'm able to create a win-win situation for them and for me. And what does that mean? That I might be able to pay the seller more money, more asking price, or a little bit more close to the fair market, versus at a deep cutthroat cash offer, okay? Because cash demands a discount. Where versus terms, if I don't have to go to a bank and the seller's gonna be my private lender, where I don't have to come up with all the cash, I don't have to use my credit, I don't have to give a big down payment, then I'm more happier to pay a little bit more down the line, especially since it's gonna be a rental property. I'm not gonna pay, the renters are gonna pay. So that's gonna allow what I call the spread, okay? Because that's what's gonna allow me to have passive income, bunch of tax benefits, and at the same time have the renters pay off my debt. And because I buy in areas they're going to appreciate, I can buy in areas people want to move into, then the home is going to appreciate, because I don't buy in war zones. So going back to the story, how does the funding happen? Well, I do the marketing, I filter, I find motivated sellers, I give offers to sellers in cash and terms, and I sweeten the tea on the term where they're gonna like it more versus the cash offer. And these sellers are highly motivated, and so they're willing to go with the term offer, which is basically what I want them to do anyways, because I'd rather save my cash for the best deal out there, what I call the cream of the cream. Now, the question is, how do you find the cream of the cream? The cream of the cream means that I'm finding the best deals that have the most positive cash flow, or what I'm looking for, okay? How do I find the cream? And that's because I have filtering systems in place. Just like I wouldn't drink some water I found on the dirt. If I was hiking and there was no water around, I would use the water, but I would have to put a filtering system through it. Same thing with these sellers. When I market, a large volumes of sellers call, and my job is to filter, is to separate the people that are not motivated versus from the people that are motivated. Because if they're not motivated, I'm wasting my time. They're not my audience. That's not who I'm looking for. I'm the pawn shop of real estate, and they're just not looking for that. They're looking for a realtor. A realtor will get them, their price, their terms, whatever. But I, on the other hand, I get them fast closings. I get them, I'll buy a house with contingency. I mean, without no contingencies. I'll buy a house even if it has foundation problems. I'll buy a house even if you're behind in payments. I'll buy a house even if it needs roofing problems. I'll buy a house no matter what. Where my audience is totally different, okay? So real estate agents are trying to get them top dollars on their terms, right? Where I'm trying to get them a whole different things, and my job is to filter them out, to find the motivated sellers that are gonna accept my cash offer or my terms, okay? Now, once they accept my offer or my terms, then I take it to the title company, especially when I was starting out, I was new, or to attorney's office to close the transaction for me. As I developed, I learned how to close the transactions myself, and I don't like to do it myself. I like to take it to the title company, or I like to take it to the attorney's office, but I'm still willing to do the transaction myself if there's not a whole lot of equity in the property, because in a meltdown, in an economic crash, there's going to be a lot of deals that's not going to have equity in there. However, they're cashing off, they're giving positive cash flow of hundreds of dollars a month, if not almost 1,000, because interest rates are at the all-time low in the history of America. So what that means is I can have a golden goose that lays eggs. However, no one wants to purchase this goose. That means no equity, right, in a property. But the goose is laying golden egg. That represents the cash flow. So I can have a property that has no value in a sense of equity, but it's producing cash flow. How much cash flow? More than ever before in the history of landlording or history of investors, because 30-year mortgages are 2.5%, okay? Last crash, the mortgages were at 6 to 10, 11%, guys. So to summarize it up, there's going to be tons of motivated sellers in the 2020 and going forward because of all the printing that's happening and us outsourcing and monetizing and weaponizing the dollar and with all the tariffs. So there's going to be massive amount of motivated sellers out there with all the job losses and Big Brother telling us what we can do, what we can't do. There's going to be massive amount of job losses, which is going to result in tons of motivated sellers and AKA distressed property. And if you know how to market, if you know how to find, you know how to fund the deals, this is the best opportunity ever to be a real estate investor, not because prices are going up, but prices are coming down, guys. So if you want, guys, ladies, if you want the ads, the free ads to find motivated sellers, because I have 39 ways that I found motivated sellers in the last crash, I'm willing to share with you. I normally set up for $300. You can get it for free. Just leave a comment and I'll give you the promo code to get it at our website at mrnorthwest.com. Thanks for watching. Click the like button, share this message. Peace.